So I've been really debating on whether or not I wanted to do this in particular video. Um, it's been a really tough last year of dealing with this, and it's good. But basically, last June I went in to see my gynecologist, and it was just for my routine yearly pap, and I ended up getting a call, about a week and a half later. Good. Love it. And it wasn't the call that I would normally get. The nurse basically told me that my results came back showing that I have a mild to moderate HPV, and that they wanted to see me for to schedule for a biopsy. So immediately I pretty much dropped my knees and I lost it because I couldn't understand how I would have gotten it. When I was 18, I went through and got those Gardasil shots, and it's a series of 3 different shots over so many months, and it's supposed to cover like the more higher risk strands, I guess, and I don't know, I just feel like those Gardasil shots are just a waste, and it was just a money factor thing for the company or whoever. But so I scheduled to have the biopsy done last July, and I absolutely passed out. I fainted. Not that it hurt, but I that kind of stuff doesn't set well with me, and I ended up passing out, and somebody had to bring me home. So basically they told me from the biopsy that it was more moderate than mild, and that the doctor recommended that I went through and did a laser ablation, and it was basically an outpatient procedure. And basically what it was to do was laser off or burn off any of the abnormal cells on my cervix. Well, I went in August, end of August, to have that procedure done, and I went back in December for a follow-up just to see how I was healing, and it was still showing signs that it was still there, but it was only like 3 months later, so 4 months later, so it wasn't anything my doctor was concerned about. And I made another appointment for May of this year, and I was hoping that the treatment would have worked since it's very costly. And I went back in for a follow-up, and I got a phone call showing that it's still there. Basically they want to do another biopsy and possibly more treatment, and at this rate I have declined treatment. I've declined the biopsy because from the research that I have done, I've read that it can basically clear up on its own, that your immune system generally clears up this virus on its own within 2 years. It's only been a year since I found out, and at the moment I am looking for a new doctor. So I'm trying to find a doctor that really knows what they're talking about. Not that my doctor wasn't any good, but I don't like being pressured or basically told what I need to do with my body. And I just feel that, you know, the doctors just need to keep an eye on it. And if it progresses any worse, then okay, well then we'll look into other options. But right now, I'm 27 years old, and I plan on having another child, hopefully, in the next year or two, or three. And, you know, if they want to do this LEAP procedure or any kind of procedure like that, it's going to make it more difficult for me to possibly have any children in the future, just because they basically cut out pieces of your cervix, and between the scar tissuing, or the scar tissue that it can leave, and basically it thins out your cervix, and it can cause miscarriages, premature birth, and all that good stuff. And I'm not ready to go into that battlefield yet. I have read that HPV is not, it has no effect as far as, you know, passing it on to the baby, or there's no link anywhere between that. So it's not like if I have this and I have a baby, it's not going to be passed on to that child. But I am wanting to give it another year of, you know, follow-ups just to keep track of it. But it does scare me. I don't like thinking about it. I wish it would just go away. And I know that they say that you can't really pinpoint where you got it from, but I'm pretty sure I know who I got it from, and it was my ex-husband, because he cheated on me so much. It's just something really hard for me to live with, because, you know, and I know that they say that even if it does lead to, it can lead to cancer, cervical cancer, and the type of HPV that I have is dysplasia, which is showing precancerous or abnormal cells on the cervix. And it's not like it happens overnight where you're gonna get cancer. It takes years and years. But it just scares me knowing that I have it. And I know a lot of my friends that I've spoken to have it, and they've had it for years and years and years. And I'm just, it boggles my mind. So I'm like, wow, I never even knew you guys had it. My mom had it, and it went away within 2 years. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I'm trying to look into some natural ways to heal, to heal it, to kind of boost my immune system and kick it before it gets to that point. I'm still learning about it, even though it's been over a year. But it's like, there's got to be something that I don't know about that can possibly help. It's a scary thing. And honestly, I wasn't going to make this video just because I feel like I'm embarrassing myself. Or people are going to think differently of me. But the fact of it is 80% of women get it. And men are carriers of it. They just generally don't know that they're spreading it around. I've also learned that it doesn't matter if there's skin, or if there's a, you know, intercourse or whatever is involved. It's skin to skin. So if you've got it, and then whether it's oral or whatever, you can still contract HPV. And it's just, I don't know. It's a scary, scary thing, and maybe somebody has more information that I don't know about, that my doctor hasn't told me about. But, I'm still trying to keep my head up and think positive about this, and just praying it goes away on its own. because I don't want to have to go through any more procedures, biopsies. I don't want to have to go through any more of that because it scares me. But maybe there's somebody out there that is going through the same thing I'm going through, and if that's the case, then how are you dealing with it? What steps are you taking to improve your immune system to try and fight it off? How long before yours went away if you did have it? What treatments did you have done? You know, maybe I just need a little bit of insight and just positive thoughts that this is going to go away and not turn into cervical cancer down the road. But, yeah. So if you've got any input on any of this, please feel free to comment below and maybe give me some hindsight on what I'm looking forward to, or what can happen, or what might happen, or if there's some kind of treatment out there that I can help boost my immune system. I don't know. But, yeah, I will talk to you guys later.